Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are we all doing? So it's the London session. Obviously, London session has already come. I started since about an hour ago. But since I don't trade London session because of NAS 100, so I prefer not to, jump into trying to do that. All right. So let's give it a minute. I'm gonna invite people on the Telegram so we can get started after. By the way, how was your night? In Nigeria, it's quite it's a mixture of cold and humid. Like, you know, the weather is just normal. The weather is just normal. Alrighty. Sending out the invitation to the Telegram. Okay. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so for this morning, the expectation of NASDAQ, we're gonna go through it. And we're also gonna go through what happened yesterday. So remember yesterday, I sent a signal on the Telegram about selling. At New York session, I started selling the NASDAQ, right? So I was selling from here. Let me put a mark here. I was selling from somewhere here, I believe. Then I was able to make about 70 pips of profit. Then it reversed back and took me out on break even. So what happened actually is that, and the reason why I did the break even was so that when NASDAQ is going to come and take the previous day high, I was expecting NASDAQ to do exactly this yesterday at the New York session, to take the previous day high, and then so that we can now take a sell. It didn't happen exactly at New York session, but it happened much later, around like 8 p.m. Nigerian time. As soon as it happened, I wasn't in front of the chart. So I even tried to scalp it, but I entered a sell and I closed it because it wasn't in my trading period. I normally take trade in New York session, or between like New York session 2:30 to about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock still, or 6:30. But at 8 o'clock, I was very skeptical about the move. But if I had left the trade running since yesterday 8 o'clock, after I've seen this happen, I would be making right now 1 to 1.5 weeks to reward. Well, that means that today we're going to get a new opportunity. We're going to get a better opportunity today. So let's wait for it. We're going to get a new opportunity today. All right, with that said, let's go through the analysis for today. Today there is no news. There is no news happening. So there is no USD news that's going to affect us. So we are totally we're fine. So we're not going to be worried about any news. Although tomorrow, which is Wednesday, there is news tomorrow. 1:30 there is PPI, and in the evening there is FOMC. So that's okay. All right, now though, what do we have for NASDAQ this morning? Mr. NASDAQ is going to. So Mr. NASDAQ is going to go like this. We are going to be having. Let me see. So we've got NASDAQ here. We've got all right, so let's turn on our session break first of all, because I believe that NASDAQ is going down. It's going to go into the demand zones that we have at bottom. All right, so we need to now mark our previous day highs and previous day lows, right? So now this is yesterday, obviously, which is Monday, and this is today. So now previous day high is even very close to yesterday. It's just the same thing. So now this is the highest point that price was at yesterday, and the lowest point that price was yesterday is still the same point. Oh, that means I marked the different previous day high yesterday actually. So the previous day low, yesterday I marked yesterday low as the yesterday low. So it's quite funny. It's gonna be confusing. Yesterday I was supposed to mark Friday low as the previous day low, but I marked Monday low as it. So now, today, the low of yesterday is this Monday low. So, and that I think that's the target for today. I think NASDAQ is just going to go and take this previous day low. Below the previous day low, there is a demand zone, So because of that, I'm trying to be like, if I can even get that kind of a sell, like, bro, that's like the kind of move I'm looking for right now, because I need a move that can potentially go and like go as far as 500 points and pass me the challenge. So, thank you, everybody. So basically, right now we have to potentially just wait for two things before we actually take trades today. So what I think is going to happen is I think NASDAQ is going to potentially take the Asian high first. Take the Asian high and tap into this this zone again. So if you tap into this zone again, then boom, it may start to sell from here. Even this level too is also a zone. Even as much as that is still a zone over there, there's also another zone, and one thing I've learned now is I have to draw all the zones that I think there is. Like, I cannot do without drawing zones now. I have to be drawing zones because zone is very important. It gives you an expectation of, okay, in this area, price can do so. So this is a zone that is nested above the current price level. Let me see what it looks like on 1 hour. So that will determine if I would take it as a zone as well. Then I'm putting off some of the okay. All right. So I was trying to draw a zone above the current price level and see if it makes sense. Okay. I think it does make sense. Like if NASDAQ should potentially pull up a little bit, I'm expecting them to pull up into this zone again and then start selling. Okay, no problem. Into this zone is good. Okay, so if from here NASDAQ is going to potentially want to take the Asian high, then if we take a sell again, we'll still have to put the stop loss at the previous day high and then target the low. I hope that today the NASDAQ is going to really do this for us, like take the high and then start selling. Honestly, I'm going to be so happy. Like, it's going to be a clean trade setup. Otherwise, before New York session, NASDAQ would just keep selling without even giving us any retracements to the upside. Alrighty, so let's what do we have right here? What else? Honestly, I think pretty much that's actually it for this morning. There really isn't that much of expectation again. To recap, I'm expecting NASDAQ to take the high, this previous day high, and the Asian high, and then targets the previous day low, which is going to be the trade for today. So at New York session, whatever happens, we just need to make sure that our sell is covered by a very good zone for stop loss. So I'm still expecting a sell for today as they move. So we'll see how that goes and how that plays out. All right. I'm gonna also release a video. The video is gonna be about the new challenge that we're gonna be doing, and the new challenge is gonna be about how we can turn something like $10 into at least $1,000. So it's gonna be a long-term trading, and it's gonna be a risk management trading. Imagine having risk management on $10, right, and still trading. So it's going to prove two things: risk management, not only risk management, that we can also trade. We can also find good risk to reward trades. So we're going to do it, and I think we're going to start this week as well. And I'm going to make the video, do the preparation and presentation, and then we can actually get started with it. All right, everybody. With that said, happy and safe trading. We'll see each other on the live trading session at New York. Bye for now.